Okay, and we're good. We're good. No, it's probably a little bit loud. Need some more time picking up, but it's. Unfortunately, they haven't let me use the settings yet. So, first of all, oh god. So I thought I thought they just did the evil red bald man every time I switched the character gender, but no, they just do that every time you change anything. Right. Those what? Okay, just one slightly more yellow. I'll take it. Why do you need to load the evil? Why do you need to load the bodybuilder every time I change eye color? The blue. I like the blue gray. Hair. No. This game really should allow you to do like a real big afro, just to completely, just so that you can't see a thing. It's not what I thought. That's shadow, not hair. Oh, yeah, that'll do. And always like the silver. I know it's not the most big and involved. I know it's not a game that's really there about its characters, but that is permanent. Death is permanent, and the soul's like, not a chance. Okay. Let's go veteran. Currently doing mouse and keyboard because I think this is. Given that it's a shooter, I think I'll do better with this than I will with that. But my shooting reflexes have never been the most precise. Good with the melee, good with controller. Not so much on clicking heads. Yeah, I am sort of back. I don't know if I'm going to stay back. Things are. God, please don't freeze. You can't see it because my pass is in the way, but bottom right there's a little bit of an icon telling me loading, and it's hanging a lot. At least the game's not having trouble keeping up with everything. Don't know why. I was a bit nervous. I was expecting this one to give me some trouble, same way Elden Ring did, but he seems to be doing fine. No issues on the stream side anyway.
She says, if I wanted to feel sorry for myself, I'd have stayed with your father.
Ooh, that is quite a drop. Let me help you down.
I got this.
Starting with Snark. There is some mild tension going on here. Most of the game running did was launch. First of all, oh, ow. That was super loud. Why did they not give me the menu before I start the game? I wasn't so much worried about the game running bad at launch. The game running bad, sorry, just more the stream running bad. When I tried to do some Elden Ring a little while ago, and the game was running fine. My model software was running fine, but the stream was getting like 3 FPS.
It's nothing. Hey, I'm fine.
Come on, roll roll up your sleeve and just admit we're friends already.
So yeah, hey,
This is not
hello. I
intermission.
was
Let me see.
nice to see someone.
Oh, it's getting worse.
Listen, it ain't broken or bleeding. It'll calm down. It always does.
Nice tattoo. I've got one. I
Let's
have.
go.
I'd like something like that.
Kid said the ward was this way.
Oh god, I'm already sympathizing with the hostility in the side of things. Okay, let's clear this out first. Audio. Turn you down. Specifically get those. Don't mind having the voice up. There we go.
You ever
Yes.
hear about the North Pole?
Yeah, that old fairy tale.
Much better. Hopefully I won't get
Lord.
deafened when the
Those
next train
guys
crashes into me.
Food and fresh
Or
water every once
but
in a
there
while.
was a train.
That sounds like the fairy tale to me. It's probably just a couple of old timers holed up underground. I just hope they got a few supplies for trade. Otherwise, we won't last much longer out here. You think people actually live like this?
I'm not sure.
I don't know what's in that Fulton's original blend, but I never seen nobody that happy before. Not in real life.
I haven't. Did you play the first? Yes, I played the first. It wasn't the first one. Well, I'd like most of the first one. Okay, I finally. Okay. Okay, punch. We have an aim. 2 weapons. That's all fine. It's weird having space be my. Okay, and nothing on control. That's that. Got space for my dodge roll. Just I don't know why that feels weird. It makes sense, but it feels weird. But yeah. I played the first. It was a while ago now, probably a couple of years ago actually. I found it pretty good though. Of course, it had the issue that it was that it was about some. My brain's dying here.
Great. We can't
That it was
We gotta
partially
go.
procedurally generated levels and
Another way through.
progress. And it's like they put the levels together well enough. It was just not really like an instant shooter and auto aim is broken. That's the case with any of these kind of things. It's I I remember what you comment. Oh right, the arm's broken. The arm's fucked. Yeah, that makes that kind of makes sense. The thing with I've seen it happen on like GTA 5 for people playing in this PC players playing in the same lobby as the controller users, and they get and the controllers come with auto aim. Okay, just need to pick up everything. So it being very one-sided.
Hey, look at this. What happened to these poor bastards?
Volcanic eruption. They were hugging when when Pompeii happened. Way ahead of you. Where do we? We not go?
Can't let it go to waste. Use
Oh.
it on that bum ankle of yours. Won't help me none. Hey, come on. Let's get some distance.
Okay.
between us and these guys.
Oh. Story
Over here.
is my favorite. But from what I can, from my complex analysis, I can surmise that this one was drop kicking this one when the world ended. Actually, so they're really taking their time with this intro bit, but that actually kind of felt appropriate. I'm I hope there's been a punching only. Actually, no, I think you can because there's a lot of floating bosses. I'm just imagining the punching only run of this game. Been watching lots of challenge runs for the Souls-likes and the Metroidvanias. Complete stamina while in combat. Great, I'm not in combat yet. I'm sure we can go through that fence. That door is very visibly open. Here is...
Oh, this is bad. This is bad with a side of broccoli. A side of what? Something my mom used to say.
Jeez. I thought she was referencing the location, because the yeah, bad with a side of broccoli perfectly describes these other than the pink.
Deadwood! Shoot the damn thing! Nice shooting. Hey, that don't count, by the way.
Sure it does. The long gun. Thing hiding around here? No. This is very much a new player area. I know we're just in general, but like the amount of space given in case you miss in case you manage to miss 10 shots in a row. Oh, right. That's weird. More pink. Oh, lots. Oh, so pink that it's highlight that it's making the background glow.
I'm, starting to think looking for this ward wasn't such a good idea.
Prime voice acting. Yeah, I've been playing a lot of Rogue Trader and it's made me feel depressed, so I needed something that I'm just good at playing to snap me out of the storytelling funk.
Guess the Deadwood ain't all gone after all.
Nope.
Ain't no way the ward's real.
Oh yeah, this is going to win.
Like this out
Fine.
here? You know, maybe best we head back. We retrace our steps. We can find another way out. This is not happening. Tell me this is not happening.
Ooh, wrong timing on that. Oh god. Oh, there we go. That was weird.
No!
Oh, okay. Apparently I've...
Not today, assholes!
I was doing fine, come on.
Hey! This is 3, by the way. You know, right here makes for 3. Oh, shit!
It's fine, I still have hundreds of bullets left. Use my gun.
Hey, listen. For what it's worth, you were a good friend. You were a good friend.
This... the emotional weight of this is really dispelled by the fact that we've really not done much with her. And also that there was no visible injury on my character.
It's okay. You're safe. Whoa, hold up. We're friends. We're here to help.
can't hold this forever, Bo.
Based on the first game, I have totally forgotten. It's been 2, maybe 3 years.
Questions later. We gotta get moving.
In
On 3.
in a while.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah, it's been a while.
That's all I got. You're on your own now.
I am entirely lost. I do not know who I am or why I'm here. All I know is I'm a skill.
Right. Follow us, you two. That won't be the last of them.
Man, you lose polygons really quickly in this on distance. Okay. Oh, actually, apparently I had fewer bullets than I thought. Pistol was mostly fine though.
Rude or thick down here.
Yeah, though.
Must be what I felt back at the ward. Wait. You're from the ward? Shit. Maybe Santa's real too.
Yeah, it's not far from here. The way down collapsed behind us. We're gonna have to find another way out.
Pick a door, any door. They both lead to the same corridor. I've just made it a double. Nope. Fucking really? Seriously, the first thing they do is shoot me in the back. Good first gun. Yeah, I can take the long gun. I'm in an awkward situation because I usually like I usually like the big heavy weapons. But I'm also not very good with a sniper. What you guys can deal with that instead of shooting me in the face. A pipe gun. Didn't realise that was coming for me. There we go. Shotguns mean no aiming. Maybe. We'll see. I cannot be pleased when it comes to my choice of firearms. When I ended up in Cyberpunk, I mostly just relied on the smart weapons. You know, so you didn't have to aim, you just let the computer do that for you. But that was also a game where I mostly punched my way through with 20 body and gorilla fists. Come on.
Dead would know they've lost.
Give us mini auto aim guns. Lovely. Okay. Yeah. Oh. Sorry, my concentration's kicked in. Ah. Ow. Come on. Almost there. There we go.
Hey, you okay?
Not bad shooting, Traveler.
Could have gone significantly worse.
I had some practice.
I'll bet. But don't worry. The ward's as safe a place as any. Safer.
So, it's really real. Food and water and folks living with some old white guy?
More or less.
Whoa, whoa, let me get you some water.
I'm fine.
Cash?
Ooh, that looks like root rot. But I've never seen a case this bad.
I'm fine. I don't know why everyone.
We need to get her to the ward, and quick. Doctor, there's her only chance.
Surprised it took them that long to realize. Like, the one on her arm is really not that well hidden. I may have had close-up looks to her several times now. Ah. No gold, only iron. That was a place in the world that's been stripped of to its bare bones by the root. Let me just wiggle while we wait for things to get going. God, the cutscene loading is certainly having a time. It's the detective from Detroit Become Human.
Oh dear.
This is Wriggler.
Call me Riggs. I got you, darling. Don't worry, friend. We'll take good care of her.
A few moments later, just the sound of a gunshot.
To Ward 13.
Hey, don't worry. Riggs is right. She'll be fine.
Are you okay?
Just a headache.
Hey, Clementine. Let me get you some water.
I'm fine.
Oh, you're not fine. You need rest.
Bo!
Man's answer to everything is water.
He's the ward's mayor. Thinks that puts him in charge of everything and everyone. Listen, I'm gonna check in with Ford, and then I'll get some rest. Okay? I've been through a lot worse, you know.
So, Traveler, your friend will be fine. I'm Bo Ward, and this is Ward 13.
I'm gonna run my fingers through his beard.
The route's dwindling and all, but the road's still a dangerous place. What were you two doing out there? For the ward? Really?
Okay,
I didn't know
they're,
anybody knew what we were doing here.
you've reached the voice acting budget.
We've been cut off from the world for so long that... Well, I'm surprised people know about us outside the gate. Feels kind of nice, actually. Hey, ask around if you need something.
Oh, okay, what? Apparently right click is to skip as well.
Hey again. I guess. I used to guard the old ward some 20 years ago. I helped out here and there, you know, but before Commander Ford passed, she and the founder, they kind of put me in charge. Now, maybe no one else wanted the job, I don't know, but the ward's the only family I've ever known. I'll do whatever it takes to keep these folks safe.
You seem pretty young. How are you a guard?
Oh,
Years ago.
thanks. I don't know, I guess I just take care of myself, eat right, get to sleep early, all that. Yeah, Commander Ford always said a leader can't care for anyone if they don't care for themselves.
That is...
I'm just trying to live right. I
That's
reckon she learned it from the founder. He's been around for
That's the
ages.
least skilled dodging the question
Thanks for leading us.
dodging the question I've ever seen. Just completely ignore what's been said.
Granddaughter, actually. Yeah, the founder wasn't around as much back in the day, but Commander Ellen was like a mother to me. To all of us from the old ward. It just doesn't seem right. I mean, that she's gone before he is. Yeah, but when our last hope fails, another must take its place. She used to say that, too.
Oh, okay.
I couldn't say.
No
Commander used to talk
no
about it
keyboard
like he was
controls
dead and
in
gone before I was born.
conversation.
You'd have to ask him yourself, I guess, but he ain't like the rest of us. He's seen a lot.
He's played Neo 1.
Lots of nice folks here. Stay safe.
Yeah, I'm done already. What have we got? A table that is really... Like, I'm pushing 4... Oh, the... Perfect hitbox. What am I going to do with it? Great. Health, stamina... Yes, get the health. Even a little bit extras.
Donald. Always talking about getting out of here, sailing the sea. Yeah, you'll never catch me on a boat.
Donald, it's Donald Duck.
Sounds so much like Brad sometimes. If you're looking for Founder Ford, I usually see him over at the warehouse.
Oh, I don't talk to Mr. Brabus anymore.
Okay, so that does answer one question where they're doing the farming. They just got the mini plots, or at least some of them. But like, I don't know, half of these don't seem very edible. Like tomatoes, and that's it. I guess they might have some cabbages, but
Looking for Ford, huh? He is usually over in the warehouse.
oh, I see. Planting plot. Why are you doing these then? If you just, I suppose, in it getting means you can
Talk much about life before
reach
you-
soil easier.
what you did and all.
Don't mind me, I've never played The Last of Us, so I'm not used to this. I played Metro. Just invade everyone's personal spaces. It's a place that starts clever and then very quickly devolves into looking like an absolute mess. Oh right, yeah, this. Sorry, yes, okay. I remember this place. Suddenly this area came back from the prologue of the first game. Oh. Oh god. Okay.
I see you, traveler. You're the one Ford's been waiting for. Though, he doesn't know he's been waiting. He thinks he needs help. It's her who needs it. You know. And you don't. Sorry, I shouldn't say. Things get messier when I tell. I'm Wallace. Did I say that yet? Probably. The site, you know? Sorry, I probably said that already too. You have a path to walk. You choose the first step here, but your path can change if you want it to.
Oh, okay. Classes. Okay. Sorry, just that that the Splinter Cell goggles sound, the eyes going red. Oh, I just had a moment there. Let's see. Okay, close range combat and height. What do we got here? Impact tremor. Increased melee, rampage. Damage brushes off. Okay, that's a useful bonus. Command will further handle and generate increased threats. Gauges enemies near the location. Support dog. Oh, it's a heal. That seems like a the dog's feeling compelling. Yeah, like the medic is a bit too obviously yeah, I don't think the medic's for me. Too defensive. It's just I may have to go hunter just for the meme. Reloads rifle with malicious intent. Marks enemies. Increased range and melee damage. No, that's pretty good. The focus is pretty tasty. After 10 seconds. After the skill duration expires. That's the stealth. Down the companion will attempt to revive them. Ah, the dog is... Oh, yeah, I'm gonna go with the dog. I don't usually do companion actors, but the ability to get revived by the companion, pretty useful. And let's see, yeah. Guard dog reduces damage. So we've got, yeah, guard dog is revives are broken in a good way, or do they not work? Wait, okay, well we have our choice.
Yep. That makes a lot of sense
Yeah,
now.
okay, I just
You're right, of course. They have what you... Until next time.
I'm gonna have to get some new clothes. That. There we go. Pet the dog. Help me, dog. I'm losing. I'm losing coherency. Real quick, what are my controls? Okay, that's that. Okay. Okay. And obviously my guns haven't really changed, but yeah, I remember this. This is all nice and comfortably familiar.
Well, ain't you a right mutter? Traipsing in here like you own the place. That boy what talks to the root?
Oh, okay, that's
I don't trust Wally with a hot meal. But I also ain't dumb enough to cross him.
yeah, because he's already killed you before you've met him.
Brabus gotta polish his stuff more. You can't shoot straight with this.
Right. Well, the boy's crazy, but he ain't stupid. I can see your gear is, lacking, to say the least. If he asks, you tell him I gave you this. No charge. Riggs is gonna talk my ear off if I don't send you over to him. Go see Riggs, then.
Okay. Nice, we actually have new gear.
Good for big game, but not so much where I'm at.
15 damage. I kind of like the rusty repeater more, to be honest. It's let's stick with those ones.
I wonder if I can make a decent track.
Yeah, that's fine. What's this about the other options? Okay, I see. I need to unlock. Okay. Okay. Give me my frames back. Oh, I see. Unlimited when I go into here. Let's try out the other one. Yeah, okay, significantly worse DPS, just higher rate of fire. Yeah, I think I'm sticking with the old guns for now.
I wonder if I can make a decent track.
Let's go with this.
It's not up for discussion, Clementine. Staying, and that's final.
I don't remember asking for your permission.
Watch your tone, young lady.
Excuse me?
I remember this used this. I remember all this being downstairs.
And I'm not
Oh,
your
friend.
child.
Glad to
You
see
don't have
you're all
authority
right.
over me.
What can
Oh,
I
yes,
do
I
for
do.
you?
This town
That's
needs
right.
you.
But
You can't go
everybody
wandering
calls me
off
Ray.
after something that...
I try to keep
Don't mind me, Riggs. I've got another conversation in my left ear.
Specialty is
that's
armor
rich.
and weapons upgrades.
What have you been doing
Speaking
the
of
last
which,
100
Bo
years then,
mentioned
huh?
we
What the
all
hell are
help
you
each
doing
other.
right now?
Well, that's
I
different.
don't suppose he
I'm
was
trying
more
to fix
particular.
things.
Things that you
right.
broke when you
Well,
tried to play
I've got a
God.
pretty focused...
That was hard yard. I was
Come
just
to me.
following orders. I didn't...
Yeah.
Oh, and that makes it okay? You know how many people died because you just followed orders?
Of course I know. You think I don't remember that every goddamn day? I'm trying to make things right here.
So am I. You're such a damned hypocrite, Ford.
No,
If
I'll
I
leave.
It's my fault.
Leave that alone.
You didn't break the world. You didn't run after a pipe dream. You didn't abandon your family a dozen times over.
Look, I've made a lot of mistakes. I admit that. But it's because of those mistakes that I'm telling you not to do the same thing.
Well, forgive me if I don't want to take advice from the men who fucked up the world in the first place. I'm not your dreamer anymore. Maybe I've got my own mission.
These people need you, Clementine. You're too important to just...
Every person out there is capable of taking care of themselves.
This is
It's
very.
not about them. It's about you. You've always run away from your problems, but you won't let me run toward
Come on.
something.
Realize that everyone else has
You're
stopped talking to
goddamn
listen.
afraid of.
I'm losing you! Losing them. Losing everything.
I've already lost everything! You took it from me. You, Neville, Harsgard. The whole goddamned project. I don't belong here. I never did. I'm tired of pretending I do.
Look, you put yourself through a lot today. You're tired. Get some rest, huh? Things will feel better tomorrow.
I used to look up to you. The way you seemed strong enough to save the world. Except I've already saved it, haven't I? And what have you done?
I can't let you go near that place, Clementine. That's an order.
You haven't learned a damned thing, Ford. Out of my way.
I swear to God and my mother. Did Bo send you over here, or did you stumble your way over here yourself? Shit. You're serious, aren't you?
Wally.
So, what the hell is this journey? Damn right it sounds crazy. But that's how I know you ain't lying. Only Wally would do that to a person. Fine. Well, the only reason anyone bothers me is because I'm good with a hammer.
Perfect. It's perfect. I'm in the same situation.
Modify your weapons, or we can find a more creative use for it. Tell you what. I heard you picked up something strange on your little jaunt earlier. Maybe I could do something with it.
Oh, the weapon craft, right? The crafting. Okay, sort of. Okay, so I can craft. Let's see, healing shot. You make use of that. Target impact. Caltrops grenade slow.
There. That ought to help with... So we're done here. Good. Look, it's not personal. I just don't like being distracted. I get into... pisses me off when people come by and interrupt my me time. But I'll tell you what. You're clearly not the average stray that shows up here. So I'll make you a deal. You find anything interesting out there, bring it back to me,
God,
and I'll see if
the
I can use it
sass,
in
so
my
unnecessary.
Okay? Oh, and if you tell anyone I was nice to you, I will cut you.
Yes, ma'am. Okay. Now upstairs to walk in on that problem. I really did take just the longest route to this.
Whoa, what have we here?
It is Santa.
The Traveler, of course. Wallace said yes. Right on time. Sorry you had to see that. But then again, you've been around. I'm sure you know. Families fight. Andrew Ford. Good to make your acquaintance. In the flesh. I'm sure you've got a lot of questions, and I've got a favor to ask. So let's get to it. You first. That's a longer story than I can indulge right now. Let's keep it to this. You know how some things you drink can make you drunk, and some things you eat can make you sick or sleepy? Well, other things do this. It's a big world out there. Not my way. And you want to be careful what you wish for, traveler. Not you precisely, as in name, rank, serial number, but I knew someone was coming. Aren't you clever? Skeptic. That's fine. It so happens I knew you'd be coming today. Or I hoped. Our young Wallace told me. Wallace? He's a special kid. A lot like
You're just
somebody I
somebody
used to
that
know.
I used to know.
She had bad dreams too. Dreams about things that hadn't yet come to pass. It's more like he can see really far into the
That's
present
not
sometimes.
really far into the present. Not how it works.
Oh, nothing too dangerous. I've got to
You could
marshal my resources. And then we'll get into
you could perhaps
it
see
in
many
earnest.
alternatives, but there is only. Well, I suppose not. Present is perspective.
Quite a few characters around here. I'll warrant you that.
8 whole NPCs.
Arguing's not the same as fighting. Clem and I have known each other longer than anyone else here. That's a lot of water to put under a narrow bridge. Nosebleeds, headaches, and I worry about worse. Things we can't see so easy. It's not like there's a manual.
Nope, it's all automatic.
Compared to who? Bo might be young, but he knows the run of a ward. Learned from the best. He was orphaned, just a kid. Ward 13 sort of adopted him. Ran security when he got old enough. Did a damn good job of it. Only made sense to put him in charge once we started up here. Don't think there's a soul in town has lost as much as Riggs. Don't know how that man gets up out of bed every day. But he does. And we're damn thankful. Well now, listen. I'm in need of an able young scrapper. And you look like you're already about as able as you can get.
Oh, I could
need
definitely
some
level up
help
a
down
lot
in the
more.
old ward. If you're up for it, meet me down by the ward gate in a few minutes. I'll be waiting, traveler.
Oh.
We can discuss this later.
Fair enough, sorry.
Back so soon, huh? Oh, traveler. I heard you're helping out the founder. Kinda makes you a legend yourself. Yeah, the commander thought so. I mean, eventually. The founder can be eccentric, but you can't argue with his results. Just gear up and be safe, okay? I'm saving you a spot on garden duty when you get back, huh? Those carrots ain't gonna pull themselves. Good luck.
That is not as satisfying as you think it is. Ooh, and... hello?
Greetings. Forgive me. I am not good with Paxel-Tech faces. Oh, it is new. I thought I had seen it before. So difficult to tell Paxel-Tech apart without hoof and horn.
So I can imagine, not so sure about the hooves.
My Paxel-Tech name is Dwell. I sell crystals from my world. They make Paxel-Tech
It's one of the guys.
more
One of the
powerful.
bros.
They help it defeat its enemies. And the prices are quite fair. Crystals that the Ahane would keep for themselves.
It's one of the boys. Okay, obviously I don't have anything for... Not afford anything from here yet. Oh, that's just over there. Okay, now I've met the... Oh, excellent, weapons go here. Figured there wasn't going to be anything I could make immediate use of.
Now you look like you could help an old man take on the world. You ready to do this? Glad to hear it. Follow me.
Right. The main thing I remember from the previous game is that there were definitely some less... Well, definitely some less well thought out ideas. When it came to some of the bosses and Or some of the side content.
Still smells like home. Here, take this. Just crank the handle to make it work.
He holds himself
This
fairly
used
well.
to be a research facility, cutting edge. We did things down here nobody dreamed of. Not before nor since. Yet, for all
okay.
our manpower, we didn't know what the stones really were. Until it was too late.
This game could use some more time to be able to pick.
The world stone.
It was the inevitability of the randomly generated kind of stuff, or the procedural stuff. Things were always going to end up not lining up too well.
Hope the Soviets hadn't found their own? No. We had to know everything there was to know about it. It was a matter of national security, of pride. So, yeah, we opened the door and walked through.
But something was waiting on the other side.
It didn't happen right away. Hell, the inhabitants of the worlds we traveled to couldn't follow us. We thought we were safe. But yeah, the route found a way. After that, well, we
Does
all...
the procedural better? Oh, well, I guess I'll see.
Locked, huh? Well, this is my house. Come on. I gave Ellen a few things to hang on to, in case of emergency. She must have hidden it around. Come on, Ellie, where'd you hide it?
Oh, okay, they turned the crystal off. Right. Doesn't Jack need to do, like, renew game plus get something? Yeah, fuck me. Oh, here we go.
That red thing. We call it a dragon.
There's my Estus. Thank you very much.
You might need it.
The whoopee cushion that you can crush against your chest to...
Take a look at that matchbook you found. I got a hunch. Let's get this door unlocked. Can't stand around.
It has to be 100 years old or more. How is it not broken, gotten lost? So small, you provide access to an entire forgotten world. The wards weren't a mistake, it was the secrets that were.
What are you waiting for?
You put a message about it. You're welcome, of course. It's been a well-used... Oh god. No, that's not good. Okay, apparently inspecting items really messes with my, really messes with some part of my, my rig.
Is that the...
The world stone. Yes. Or part of it, anyway. Every shard's as useful as the whole. We shut it down after
I
Hars
still
got
don't
down.
understand how you shut down the,
Ellen at the time.
the giant
The damn
crystal.
thing's more dangerous than useful.
Well, at least not with a computer.
Of course not. Never mind.
Okay,
Now,
that.
let's see if that worked.
Work to do. What? Exactly?
Yeah. Cube.
Shit.
Behold the cube.
So many years. So many journeys. I wonder, did the Andrew Ford who first touched this crystal, did he ever come back? Go back. Tell Bo to bury this place. Now just lock it away, but get some explosives and bury it in a tomb of concrete. More dangerous than useful, traveler. Remember that.
Ford? Ford? Ford! Oh, man. Bo is gonna be pissed.
That bastard did it. He actually woke it up.
How did we not hear?
Hey,
Did he tell you how to use it? Do I even want to?
System failure is imminent. The core has been compromised. The utility is required. Commencing acquisition.
Oh dear.
Don't let go!
Grab the cube.
I'm slipping! Don't let it take me!
Like half of that voice line was not there.
shit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit, shit. Oh, no, 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 don't do it. Don't you do it. Oh, this is so stupid.
When people do things that explain what they're doing, so you just do run through. Like, okay, so her situation, Clementine getting stuck up, that's not really that's not really anyone's fault, that's just the thing activated doing its thing. That just kind of occurs, but Ford just popping it up and then saying, blow it up, quickly! And then leaving? What? My guy, you said there was a need for me. I was not required for any part of this. It's just an old man being a dick. Wait, no, that is fantastically on point. Never mind. Okay. Okay, it's just ammo and relics. Yeah, all that's. Oh god, I remember the. Okay, that's what we're working with. Okay, obviously can't do anything with that yet. That's just a drop.
Where are you guys? This is all insane. Both the Crystal and Ford.
There we. Okay, now we're not being. Now we're not currently being attacked. We deal with visual. Okay, that's all fine. Okay, I don't know why it's being weird and fidgety sometimes. Is there anything else I can deal with? Not really. Okay, I guess we'll just deal with it. Really? Well, the invisible walls are just as egregious as the. Oh, hello. Ah, mistimed that fantastically. Gotcha. not great on the ammo. But there we go. That was far too. That was. These guys have far too much health already. But we can break that, so it's still a Souls game. Really hope there's a run speed perk. Okay, what's over here? Oh, you. Oh god. Okay, that's terrible. I'm going to be honest with you, I completely forgot what I said and what I was wondering about, and had to back up. Okay. Took me. I had to remember what I had said before I could move. Yeah, I got there after a second, but I was like, "What is there? Did I ask a question about the law, or is there something?" Like this is just how my brain works. I can talk plenty, but don't ask me to remember it. Where do I begin? It's been my life's pursuit to bring ink to paper, and yet facts. I begin with facts. That means I must begin with the plague. Colquette was on the throne. His enemies in their graves, coin, drink, and good times were available to all his subjects. Then one day rumors began to circulate of Pan falling sick in the outskirts of Angfaren. Overnight, shops and guilds in major settlements begin to shutter. Before we know it, everyone knows someone who died. There are whispers that this blood is all paid to fate. The price of Colquette's many wars, the bill due to his victorious body count. Weeks later, we all know death. We all know one who was the last of his line. We are the lucky ones, they say, but there's no end in sight. The world is poisoned to us now, and that's when Colquette tells us of the ships. No one who has sailed beyond the horizon has returned from the dark sea. Fools call it the edge of the world, a concept that seems ridiculous. Would not all the water rush off the edge of the table? But for all we know, they're right. Yet we cannot stay here. At last I know what it is I'm writing. Chronicle of the last voyage of the Pan. Okay, yeah, that makes sense as to why they look like that then. There was no one to wave to on the shore but for one Pan's tear-drenched wife. Already the balls were appearing on her, so there was no chance of her joining. She wept and gnashed and kissed the air, and not 4 bodies away from me her spouse ran with salt tears nearly sufficient to float the vessel. It was not an auspicious departure. I went straight for the dining deck, thinking to beat the crowd, only to learn how average my reasoning. The entire crowd had the same thought. We each shoulder to shoulder along benches. The first day's meal was serviceable, even flavorful. How long can such a luxury last? Sorry, I'm trying to enjoy the lore. I usually am quite bad at picking up on the reading in these games. I'm mostly just here for the fighting. Forgive the holiday and my diligence. The last 9 days have been a blow of adjustment. Learning the service schedule, learning to serve, learning how to go from serf to servant and back as the days turn, learning to sleep cheek by jowl. There is no privacy in the rest hole. No one thought to bring curtains. First night to find myself on deck. An extra blanket so far keeps the chill off. I drift to sleep, looking at stars I know the fog forbids me to see. Man, it's long. I never thought I'd long to see a stone, some clear bit of sand, but now I would trade my beloved second blanket for a glimpse. All around is grey-black water in the midnight fog whose sun-strangling effect this sea is named. The noonday light is barely twilight, and the nights are dark as the tombs of those we left on home shores. The ones who have tombs. At times I think of those who had not yet succumbed by our departure. of the woman who wept for her beloved on the piers? Does she lie uncovered beneath the indifferent sun, as mercilessly bright on her clouded eyes as it is dim upon ours? Or did the last Pan see herself to the tomb and pull the stone shut with the final breath? Oh. Man, this one's going. What is the point of persisting in this world, juggling when each day is the same? When this voyage through grey purgatory has become one long endless day. Perhaps the dead are the lucky ones. Worse yet, perhaps we ourselves died, and this is what comes next for those aboard these vessels. The thought chills me in a way no second or third blanket could forbid. It's hard to believe how much time has passed. When I look at the early leaves in this volume, it is harder still to believe that the Pan who wrote those words ever made peace with this voyage. We have all gotten used to eating the fruits of the ocean, strange fish, seaweeds, and crustacea, which we have called delicacies, back home, and our breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Some enterprising young sailors even figured out how to make a pudding of sorts by torturing the seaweed with the right heats and magics. I think, well, I know a dwarf from a dungeon who could help with the interesting cooking. I am digressing. The point I wish to make is that I cannot say we will even ever reach our destination. I commit this sentiment to paper now, but the thought first struck me some 300 moons ago. I simply never had the courage to set it down. In fact, it was the one thing that made me consider flinging myself from the deck, or even out the great lock, like a few unfortunate criminals. But no more. This is a life of sorts, for life is other Pan. Here on the sea we are together, on home's shores we were being torn apart. It is all. And who knows, at tomorrow's daybreak I may spot land. Yeah, I can understand the oh my god, there's another one. I can understand the oh I see. These are just I can understand the fear of that. It's just the being lost in the purgatory. Is just like eternity is terrifying. When it comes down to it, there's a great deal of fear there. The sun, the sister first of the four, the moon, the warrior of light, life, the ether, and the matter of the four. Death, the great transformer of the four, Doe, the fleet-footed incarnation of life, the Ravager, the fanged incarnation of death. The sun and moon describe the skies, the firmament beyond. Their whims will tell if tide to high or if the day has dawned. The calamity, they call it the Ravager, a beast with fur as black as sackcloth and teeth dyed red as blood. It made no more than mutton of the bravest warrior. Fear fell like night, death roamed the Asia. There were those who would have seen the beast slain, but the Ravager was never much glimpsed but that the doe should follow. Green things of the jungle sprang from the doe's feet, and what do green things grow if not the flesh of departed life? What would become of the doe if the Ravager were felled? What would become of Asia? For though they may struggle always, their struggle serves to balance and keeps unharnessed death from above from descending upon us all. The hope. Blessing of hope, may the doe's steps cross your fulsome fields, may life's wind sound your pipe and flute, may the warm sun light your voyage home, and the Ravager's howls not bring you fear, and when the doe and Ravager the circuit run, when sun and stem weave life's gold thread, as life and sun support from below, all will be revealed to the bulwark of the doe. That feels like a thing I'd hear from home. Okay, one more. Oh god. If this account is found, I will surely die, but I love my Empress. Whatever happens to me, the truth must be written down for her sake. I who write this am a Thane Keeper, one of many. My existence has been devoted to caring for the Tree of Life, and through it the Empress and her immortals. Few know the hearts of both Thane and Empress Eunice better than I. What she did for love. Ooh. Began with a visit of the Krell's Paxeltech king. Although the war between Pan and Krell ended years ago, raiding parties from both worlds continued to attack the weak and defenseless. Our truce was a sham and our people still suffered. So it was that the Paxeltech king came through the door from their world to seek an audience with the Empress. Oh. And Genus, our gracious ruler, gave him this audience and listened to his tale. The Goblin King told a tale of sorrow, of a terrible Cyclops who had demanded tribute of the Krell's youngest daughter. It had long been this way. This was the reason the king had called the truce in the first place. But after years of fruitless attempts to save his daughter, the king came Empress Genus, a desperate father seeking a boon. The girl, he said, have ancient stories of other worlds, stretching back even to the times before the pan had sailed the dark sea. Those stories drew them to Asia in search of the Tree of Life, but the tales said nothing about the pan. The Krell was surprised at our resistance and had revised their estimation of our people. They came seeking life, not war, and they were as surprised as we were. But the king did not come before our empress asking for the fruit of life. He sought a means to destroy his enemy and save his daughter. He spoke of secrets that only the Thane keepers knew, of deep caverns where the roots of the Thane wend and wind into Yasha's belly and sprout a very different kind of fruit. For the Thane not only produces the beautiful fruit that gives the immortals life, but also an ard gourd that gives certain death. The Goblin King begged Genus for this twisted fruit. Please, he said. My daughter is all I have left. In return, he swore to destroy the painting connecting our worlds, thus ending the war for good. Genus was wary, of course, but also moved by the king's sorrow. After 2 days and 2 nights of consideration, she summoned him and said, "None of us swim alone. Take what you need and go." Clementine, I'll get to you. Don't worry about it. Just reading all their old stuff. It was love that moved her hand, for that is who our empress is. She could not have foreseen what would happen. Hours after the gourd was plucked and the Goblin King returned to his world, a single leaf fell from the branches of the tree that never changes. More have fallen since, slow and seldom, but they are the first to fall in Thane's lifetime, and they will not be the last. Thane is dying. Many do not want to believe, for the Thane's life is the Pan's. But as one who has spent my life communing with the tree, who knows its song by heart, I can tell you with certainty that it is true. And I am equally certain what will happen next. The fruit will fail. Her Majesty will grow afraid to lose both life and power. Who would not be? She will hoard what fruit is left, like the Norbear hoards its bread. Maybe tens, even hundreds of years before any but Thane keepers and emperors know the truth. But when the others learn, there will be war. I know this as I know the beating of my own heart. When that day comes, let it be known that Empress Genus acted for the good of all peoples, and that she could not have possibly have foreseen the cost. I know not why Yasha seems to have repaid good with ill, but I know that her Empress is now and always worthy of our love. I do have to remark that that's a lot of lore to dump very early on. Like, we have literally just started the proper game. But I do admit it is interesting. Okay. Weird noise. I... Let's take the side message first. Where the root has grown its infestation. Yep, okay, boss time. I assume. No? I guess I've only thought like 3 things here, it wouldn't make much sense. Oh god, we've just... Okay, let's see what that deal is with that door then, because I wasn't I assume the door is just going to tell me to you know, bugger off, go the other way, and get on with it. But I was not expecting that to just be the way. God, I need better clothing. I do not. This is not saving the world outfit. This is Walking Dead season 2 outfit. Let me in. Yeah. Oh, okay. Okay, I'm just getting even more.
Boyana, come, come. We have been waiting. That's far enough. Paxotech. It stands before the Eternal Empress, mistress of the Red Court, favored of the Thane. Yet it is nothing. Hoofless, feckless, interloper.
Oh, you got that bit right.
And where it stands, it dies.
Oh, maybe we could talk about this?
Dafka. It seems it shall live. For now. But tell us, Paxotech, what woes does it bring this time? Her Majesty is unsurprised by its solipsism. From the Krell to Ford to the Destroyer, Paxotech ever served the wants of the self. There is no name more cursed in these royal halls. When the pestilence came, Ford succored the schismatics. Treachery turned to ruin. Ruin to desperation. Her Majesty would see Ford bleed. Would see all Paxotech put to the blade. But the Paxotech prowess is fearful. Ford, the Destroyer, and others were stabbed.
I like that jewelry.
Undeniable. Perhaps Paxotech's strength can serve to liberate rather than oppress Her Majesty. In her eternal wisdom will grant it grace. The Paxotech's life in exchange for another's. Her permanence has spent many lifetimes communing with the Thane. The Holy Tree grants euthanasia, but also clarity. The Paxotech needs salvation, power to overcome the only true enemy. Do not demur, for it has not the guile to see beyond her eternity. All dance to the same world song. Different notes, different parts, same tune. The Paxotech seeks knowledge of its Clementine. This knowledge is neither gift nor reward, and yet arrives as both. To acquire her eternity's grace, it must prove itself loyal. For Her Majesty will not suffer another transgressor. It deserves death, yet spits at the alternative. Her infinitude is too gracious, yet let it decide. Her permanence savors either outcome. She desires only to bring the Nunyatav back to the pen, to draw her people back from the abyss created by the Sundering. But the abomination bedevils her will. A horror, wretched in her sight. Let the Paxotech face this dark spirit. Be not her bane, but her blade. Then the Paxotech shall have its reward. Ask then, but do not test her eternity.
The law we've just read suggests to me that I'm not sure about taking this deal.
Does it need a reason to obey eternity? Perhaps hating the fiend as we do would sharpen its edge. We once had a guardian, a god of many faces. This
one of many, was destroyed by Paxotech. And now, in the Guardian's rotting remains, root and ruin have entwined into a horror and mockery of divinity. Just so. Peace and greatness, Paxotech. Nunutav will once again return to the Eternal Court, bringing immortality to the deserved. And the Deathless One will put her hoof through the black heart of the root. The end of the root is a blessing to all. Her eternity aches to sing them into oblivion. When the dark spirit wormed its decay into our god, the husk of the blessed Thane grew malign. The eternal ziggurat was torn asunder. Our world now hangs by its tendrils, and our future by a strand of hope thinner still. Its sympathy is poor recompense for what its kind have cost the pan. The foolish Kuri could sooner comprehend the desires of the sun than the Paxotech could grasp the powers of her permanence. It speaks above its station. We do not explain ourselves to Paxotech. If it asks again, her answer shall be written in steel.
Oh, okay.
The path to desire is neither easy nor safe. Go forth, blade. Cut away the rot that plagues this world. Prove there is one Paxotech that is more useful living than dead.
Okay. Well, I guess we're on the job now. Oh right, I have ammo crates. This is the only other way forward, so I assume it's... There's a lot of talking, but basically go kill the thing. Yeah. Well, it's a lot of talking, but they're like, go kill the thing, and we're not going to be nice to you because someone else screwed things up for us. And like, and so because you have no idea of what really went on and had no involvement in it and don't really have reason to know anything about it, fuck you. Basically, it's just them being bizarre about it. This is a weird place. And yeah, the other person who screwed it up was Ford. I don't know if it was him, but let's be honest, who else? That's true, but the thing is, like, we this character do not have any real connection there to understand that as a problem. Or to like, yeah, we're really missing a lot for them to start like causing us shit for it. Iron. Oh, hello. This is...
isn't looking good.
Why? There's nothing here. Oh. Oh, where the fuck did you come from? Oh, that looks, Oh, come on. That was wrong. Ah. Come on. Ooh, okay, we're good. Never enough resource grind starts. Oh, lovely. Oh. I'm sure it'll be fine. Oh, hello. Sorry, dog. Guess that's just bad for me and not for anyone else. Okay, and there's a thing there. Calm down, calm down. Oh, I had also heard that the final boss of the game's a bit poor to face. Yeah. You are not as fancy as you think you are, Han. Ooh, crystal.
Here they come.
Oh, I see. Yeah, we're good. Well, not when we're definitely not, you know, good, but the thing I know about is the. Okay, we have so that's a checkpoint. Okay. Now that's active. Okay, where's the best? Ooh, pretty. wee lady. It's like me.
What kind of beast is this? Paxel Tech. I can share my wanderings with you, but first, I seek the knowing, the truth of nature held within your ark.
We have found waifu material.
So I will ask. Answer these questions true, sweet beast, so that your ark may be known and your eye may open.
Oh god, I know.
Do choose wisely. Answer from your heart. You are a key witness in the trial of a thief. The thief stole money from a market, but then donated all of the stolen coin to a neglected orphanage. Telling the truth, even the whole truth, will end with the thief in jail and the stolen coin returned to its proper owners. Do you report the thief, or allow the poor orphans to keep the coin? I see. A handsome and powerful god visits Yeisha with the promise to eradicate conflict, disease, and all suffering. In return, he demands a sacrifice, the life of a single young Pan. Do you give him what he asks? Oh, what fun this is!
That choice is not mine to make.
To be wed. It is the day of the ceremony, and all are happy. But for you,
Do you shit in the wedding cake?
your friend's betrothed has had a liaison. If you tell them, it will ruin their grand day. If you don't, it may lead to later grief. Do you stay silent and enjoy the party, or tell the truth and ruin the day?
Better to learn now than later.
Oh yes. An illness spreads through your village. An apothecary has created a cure, but it has become lost, mixed among the apothecary's poisons. The only way to identify the cure is to treat patients with unlabeled vials, killing a few perhaps.
Why can you not just make a new one?
To save all. Do you kill your patients to find the cure, or is it better to let the illness decide?
That one I'll take the shot.
Your son is tied to the track of a minecart and will surely die unless you pull a switch to save him. However,
I feel like I'm about to be matched up by
for his daughter, your granddaughter, is tied to the other track. Do you save your son or your granddaughter?
Oh god. Oh, that is truly a question. 1 moment.
You'd be surprised how little I hear that response. You have chosen your path, sweet beast. Your heart is true. May the power of the doe's eye free you from your incarnate shackles.
Ooh.
In the arc of every being, there are 2 eyes. We may see out of either, but most favor one over the other. The Ravager's eye is dynamic, driven, and endlessly hungry. Yet for all its power, its vision is clouded.
Doe and the Ravager.
The eye of the Ravager rarely sees beyond its own satiation. Like an animal chasing its tail, it knows no rest. The doe's eye sees only what is before it. The gift of the doe is subtle.
Inside you are 2 beasts. One is a wolf, the other is a doe. You should not have any beasts inside of you. Go to hospital.
Conferring power without force, just as the doe itself cannot be sought, nor tracked, nor hunted. By answering true, sweet beast,
You give me a wink, and now the gifts of your dominant eye will be open to you. Would you care to hear a tale? It is about those who see as you do. I will tell you of Ramaril, the servant child of the Vaunt. I found Ramaril as a babe, large and angry as only a hungry babe can be. Nothing became of him as it happened. He grew from a great crying babe to a great quiet Pan. He served without word or complaint. None knew his name, for though one might thank the creator of a meal or a washroom, who even considers the child who merely cleans up after? When the Krell came, they laid siege to the temple. None could escape nor call for help. All were doomed. The doe's eye opened in Ramaril that day. He was no fighter and had no training of any kind. But he lifted the largest shield he could find and told the others to run once he'd made away. He drove dozens of Krell over a cliff, and himself with them. Later, his masters came to me seeking to know more of this boy who had saved them, whom I had laid at their doorstep. I told them many stories. One might even consider them true. Is there...
Oh, I have made a friend.
knowledge of me? Of our wonderful world? You stand before Medra, spirit of the natural world, daughter of stem and stream. My sisters and I are the glorious weavers of all wild beauty. When mountain, spring, and sturdy tree trunk take your breath, sweet beast, that is us. That is our blessing. An immeasurable number. Mother stem and mother stream rely on us to sprawl and grow. Though we don't often commune with beasties such as you. Not in this age.
Just totally like, you can just shut the conversation down.
A tragedy, beast. Tragedy most cruel.
Yes.
Kayla was
Give me more
fascinated
quests.
by mortals, by your lives and stories. Unlike most of us, she made herself no secret. And you worshipped her with your short lives. Even built her a house. A temple, you called it. The root found her there. We godlings are not easily unwoven, however, and it slew her not. But perhaps it would be better if it had. For what remains is no longer the sister I knew. But we hold happy thoughts. Regret only wastes one life with another. Is there something else we can talk about?
To dredge up painful memories.
A dappled glade of emerald branch and golden leaf, carpeted by downy moss. By night, sweet beast, the trees bewitch the lost and inebriated. Or so it was before this age of extermination. How I long to return to play. This age, for me, holds only decay. Very well, sweet beast. Be on your way.
Yeah, she's very pretty. I like her. Okay, we have many places. Let's head up that way now. Many places we could go, few that I know how to. I think that might be a new record though, like within the space of a within very short. Oh, hello. God, it's happening again. Having some weird troubles there. Yeah. Seems that it might be a record of waifu discovery speed. Oh, is this just a loop? This is just a loop. Depends on where that goes really as to whether or not I want to be here. Okay, big dude. Oh, come on. Gotcha. My sense of timing is not good. Yeah, beautiful. Sometimes needed backdash. Okay. Much this. Okay. Okay. That'll be a something to learn. To which I must accustom. I hear you. I hear you.
Here they come.
Ow. Oh god, you again. Fucking Hanzo mains. Okay, that looks like an ahead, so... Honk. It's... I notice there's been a whole lot of evolution between between how I play when I played Remnant 1 to how I'm playing now. I used to take every opportunity to, you know, do the healing and such, but now it's just like, no, I'm going where it makes sense. Okay, that doesn't do anything. Feels like this links up over here. the semi-open world stuff is really bad for my the collector in me, because I like want to. Oh god, okay, that's poison. Oh. Okay, it's interesting attack. Oh, that was a thing, right? Okay, so I have damage reduction. Oh, I see. Spare perk, extra trait points. Okay. It all slowly makes. Damn. Oh, the roll's nice and satisfying. Careful there. Never use the door. Okay, so that's the... That's a way ahead, so... There was a moment, just a moment of fear there. I wasn't sure if I was going to end up... I can go from... stuff over there too. Yeah, okay. It's all wheeling roundabout. Yeah, I thought I was slightly concerned that that drop would shatter my ankles. Full damage in Souls-likes, hello. It doesn't tend to be very forgiving outside of Elden Ring. Even Lies of P didn't like you taking too large a drop. That was a game where you didn't really have to worry about your ankles. Just get new ones. Get the iron. Well, that sounds fine. Just rapid fire the button and oh. Yeah, rapid fire the button and things just can't get an edge on you. Oh, I see you there. I see you there. See you. Something shining blue. Trait point. The only thing that matters, trait points. Oh god. The hell? Oh god. Fuck me. Okay. This suddenly got way over top. Okay, thank you for not letting me roll. I'm... Okay, god.
That's it?
Okay. Right, granters. No, that did not fix it. Well, at this point I really don't have a better option but to retreat. Which, however, everything's dead between me and there, so... Killing my way back is going to be annoying. I'm going to try and experiment with the other area, though. Okay, she's there. Okay. The root rot on me is much more overt than the other lady. Okay, get rid of this stuff. That ended up... Oh, actually I've got like 2 trait points now. Get more stamina. I already had... Oh. Oh, that... so bad. I don't need that, because I'm not dealing with friendly fire stuff all that much. Yeah, let's get insurance. Then we'll head up this way and see what that gateway is. And these little root serpents are... At least they've got nice... At least they've got nice clear dodges. Oh god. Leave me alone, lady. Don't know what your deal is, but I ain't buying it. Break the bong. We do not do drugs in this house. So where the hell does this go? Okay, so we don't know. I'm gonna poke it and find out. I asked me to kill the abomination to help her out. It's like I don't know where I'm going. I assume that's the way forward because that had the number incremented.
This place is something else.
I see an item there too. No, the minimap's pretty good. Tells me very clearly there's a thing to collect back here. Hmm. Calm down, dog. Calm down. Okay, around there. It's like this forest is not unlike my own, except this one is trying to kill you a whole lot more. It's like the edges of... It's like the boundary of trees along the ridges of autumn. It's quite lethal out there too.
Come and get some.
Good boy. Good dog. Calm down, birds. Can't hear shit. God, what did my aim just do? One moment to another, I suddenly have less than no control. This links back up here. Big guy. Oh no. Oh, fuck. Oh, that one was tough. Sheesh. That one was significantly worse. Gonna start growling, growl at something that's there. I deal with the dogs we've got at home already. Bark too much at the sound of nothing. God. Okay. This game goes from 0 to 100 real fucking quick. The enemies have also like the enemies have very unsatisfying hits.
That's it. For now.
Okay, so we have
Music? That can't be.
To me, friend Paxultek. I am here. Friend Paxultek, it returns. And of course it has. Long ago, the Paxultek and I spoke of songs and... Ah, of course. It is not the same Paxultek. Forgive me. The horns, it does not have them. A new friend, then. Hmm? So what brings it to beleaguered Yesha?
everything being a bit fucked.
I have searched these woods for countless days, and seen neither Pan nor Paxultek. All save for the great Thane tree, for it has been corrupted by our once god, the one of many. I dare not tread therein. If there is hope, you will find it there. Travel through this temple, to the far woods, and on to the Widow's Court. The Thane can be found thus. But beware, friend Paxultek. The Thane is a dark place, bedeviled by the rot that now consumes our forest. Tread lightly.
This Pan has definitely voiced Dracula.
I will do my best to answer. Quite so. Paxultek have graced this world for generations. The Elder, the one it calls forth. The Destroyer, to whom many faces fell. The Wanderer, who faced the Ravager and lived. Alas, songs are not sung of Paxultek, but I am blessed to have met many. Its kind bring this one joy and song. I can do more than tell the Paxultek. There is a song. Of course, I cannot sing it. I am a flautist, after all, not a vocalist. The lyrics, too, are not the same in Paxultek tongue, but Yesha cares for all her children, kind and wicked alike. To breathe one air, to swim the same stars, all are connected to all. When power calcifies, the blood moon will rise. Inaction serves the powerful. The moon brings forth death, the blood of the oppressed. Balance demands change, or something like that. I have tried to give it some measure of meter, but the wordplay is forever lost in its tongue. I rest only.
Find a vocalist
These
then.
lands have not been safe since the one of many was taken from us. Yet none have bothered me here as of yet. The forest dies, Paxultek. The balance has either failed or betrayed us. There is little hope now, except in song. Even now, yes. Corruption swallows all things, and the balance is held in check. Or perhaps the balance turns against the Pan. The outcome is the same. It began slowly at first. A remote grove in the forest. Then the death of our god. Now, even the beasts, the gods, and nature itself succumb to the
It's Final Fantasy writing.
blame Paxultek. But though Paxultek have come and gone, the rot both precedes and remains. If fault lies anywhere, I think it may lie with the Pan.
It's very, very simply, first a small place, next God died.
Praise be the one of many. Mortal faces lie, but the one of many is incapable, veracious beyond question. So goes the song.
The god of many faces has watched over every generation of the Pan, even before our people found Yesha. Even when our songs praised the tree over the god. Yet our negligence brought a cost. And the one of many was killed by, forgive me, a most recusant.
I like that word, recuse.
Now, the waning of our great tree has allowed corruption to come, infecting our once mighty guardian. I fear greatly for Yesha, friend Paxultek.
Let's hear about this.
Hold faith in the balance. Ah, the eternal empress, Ginas the perennial, mistress of the
So it is the same one, yes.
Of forgive me, great Ginas has so many titles, I can scarce remember them.
This one is much nicer, much better.
She who discovered the Tree of Life, and it is she who brings peace to the Pan for generation after generation. The Thane is our life, the Empress our root. Yet the tree wanes, and corruption devours Yesha's every corner. Her divine permanence has protected us for long and long, but is she as enduring as the songs say? Listen to me. I must trust the songs. Hope and faith are kin, and one cannot have one without the other. May it find favor in the balance.
Check up there. Okay, so we finally actually have a quest marker. It took us an hour and a half of exploring. Nothing up here? No. Can't go that way. So it kind of loosely implies such a space. Okay, let's see if we can get another resting place through here. Yep, there it is. There we go. Twisted Chantry. Just want to check something, figure it out. Yes, the Withering Field. Okay, and we haven't gotten anything in the Forgotten Field yet. Ah. Okay. Okay, yes. So I want to. It'll be easier to not bother with that, just to use the fast travel instead. So yeah, okay, back to the ward, and to explain to everyone what the fuck is going on. Okay. Oh, hoping that will flash again. The teleportation is nice and snappy.
Oh, thank the Founder. You're alive. What happened?
A lot.
Yeah, I'll bet if the World Stone's involved. Maybe, start at the beginning. you were with the Founder in the old ward, right? Where'd he go? I knew the Founder was up to something. I mean, who else wants to visit the old ward, huh? Look, I'm sorry you got involved in this, Traveler. So, then what happened? Wait, what? Clementine? Where is she? Is she okay? Right, sorry. Clementine, she means a lot.
Okay, calm down, man. I just hit for
to all of
bullets.
us. We gotta find her. I'll get everybody together. If she went through the World Stone, she could be anywhere. No. I mean, she could be anywhere. Do you understand? Like there's entire other worlds out there. All right. I'll get Brabus and Riggs. I'll tell them to... Oh, what the hell am I doing? I don't know what's out there any more than you do. Oh, I'd be putting the whole town at risk. Clem wouldn't want that. Hell, it's a miracle you came back. No. We gotta trust you on this, like you said. Is that all right? Thanks, Traveler. Talk to the folks around town. They should have any supplies you need.
Yeah, let's see if we can get ourselves some better gear.
You know, Ford used to tell me, old Commander Ford, not the Founder, that a leader and a hero are two different things. The leader's place is always with her people. I thought she was just taking a dig at her grandfather for leaving all the time, but I think I'm starting to understand her better now. Good luck.
Okay, what? Why is it here? I understand, like, why from a gameplay perspective, but what? When did this get moved up here? Is it your idea? Okay.
Hey, over here!
Wait, you're saying I need more salt?
God damn, it is you! The rumors had me thinking I might not ever see you again. Ooh, yikes. Yeah, they said you ran off with that old Ford fella and disappeared, and
It's
I
okay.
ain't seen you
Not about to elope with
Where have you
Santa.
been? That tracks. Someone gets in trouble, so you go on after her. Just remember, you owe me still.
Please tell me you're the
That
merchant.
debt's non-transferable. I'm guessing this thing with Clementine had something to do with that big-ass crystal floating over there. Bo said it can take you other places. Other worlds, even? Feels like anything can be true here. They even healed my root rot. I tell you what...
Yeah, I had that for about a minute.
I might just start believing in fairy tales. Even Santa Claus and Fulton's Blend. Yeah, I don't know what's in that stuff Doc Nora gave me, but I ain't felt this good for years. Hell, maybe it was Fulton's Blend. You know me. I get anxious sitting still for too long.
Yep, merchant.
So, I went out to the ruins and scrounged anything useful I could find. I was just doing what I do to survive, you know. Maybe get some things together for when we moved on, but then you didn't come back.
I mean, how long was I out?
Folks around here could use this stuff, so I set up shop. So hey, if you ever need anything
Yeah,
out there in the
like 3 hours.
worlds or whatever,
And the pan are not the, and I can tell you, the pan are not the fair folk. Okay, a ring. Crafting materials.
you know where to find me.
Okay, yes, give me a new shirt. Okay. Yeah, that's the healer star. It's the hunt. No, obviously, yeah, all these are obviously they're just the regular hunter's gear. Let's, I think, grab the medic overcoat. See you, man. Okay. Oh damn, I could have just put the old survivorship back on. Like, that's actually pretty nice looking. Yeah, it's all in the normal range. I'm officially lying to all the people I fight. All the people I meet now. Though I am probably going to have to end up switching to that other gun. Maybe I get better ammo. Actually, yes I do. No, so 50 to the end.
Anything you need?
Let's see, that does 17, that does 55. So that's like 3 times. Does actually make sense then, 3 times the damage, 3 times the shot. Yeah, that makes sense. However, one of these guns can be slotted.
Anything you need? So long.
I have to go and try that out.
Yay, you're back. What you got? Okay, we're done.
Jeez. Oh, shit. Such. Okay, charges up. Oh, alright. And there's that, and then there's a dot to it. It'll be good for those big guys. Question is about the pistol. Get the pistol for +1 as well.
Anything you need? Take care, my friend.
Like, I really should be using the Tech 22, but, no. Basically, just no. Mode. What's that about? Okay, right, that's the, Now let's go try out that other little side place that isn't towards the quest marker. Because, like any good gamer, I'm allergic to them. Boot up Call of Duty and sit at the start of the mission. Where we gotta go? Yeah, just... The claws are a bit naff. Does that have a...
All right, let's do this.
Not bad. I don't hate it. Leading out to a dog. Is the pig still there trying to kill? No, there isn't. Or if there was, it's too far away. My stamina was still going down. Okay. Let's try this roundabout method. Oh my god, I could have walked 2 steps and would have been where I needed to be.
Never seen anything like this before.
Oh. Oh, hello. Those... Oh, here we go. Ah. Okay, so while I'm nearby, I get extra stuff. Okay, hey, okay, I have been lied to. There is a movement speed perk. It's not big, but it...
Here they come.
Yeah, like it isn't very big, but it sure as hell exists. Not the best accolade. Jump. Yes, the fast travel's intact. Oh, no, calm down. Okay. No, thank you. We done yet? No. That's a big one. And that was rude. Just popping out a spare and then fucking off.
It's over.
And after those one night stands. I see the blue ones teleport. not even sure what I'm looking for around here. Oh god, with the health these guys have, it's larger than the other ones. This pistol's gonna accomplish. Oh, okay, it's not so bad. Getting lost again. They're getting away slowly. Ow. Me, they have a. I feel like that's cheating. I feel like having artillery is cheating. Like, just a little bit. Like they can. Like I've got a machine gun and an old pistol, and they're dropping targeted strikes on me. Okay, my dodge didn't work. I think maybe the healer might have been a good idea. Ah, shit. Out of ammo. Need to press that, but it's extra health, so. Calm down, Father. We need to think of a name for this dog. And an elevator. Okay. Alright. And stuff the slot. Oh, yes, we know that you can get to arms. Oh, they just. Fido just teleports. Oh, lesson learned. Good place to uncover with spare stuff for me. Is there a pickup up here by any chance? No, there is not. This direction it is then.
This isn't looking good.
I'm not looking good. My accuracy is atrocious. And a North Elves. That's some. Incidentally, that's something I found at least more recently with games that I've been put off by. That the habit of the design principle of crafting materials as rewards doesn't land so well. Landed about as well as landed about as well as that shot at me did. Okay. Didn't. There we go. Back up to ammo. Yeah, it's just not a good practice because it's unsatisfying, actually. Now this game does do something right in that the bosses, the actual locations you travel to will have something. All have something bespoke, essentially, something specific. It's the way with the guns design and such. The numbers are a little bit fixed. Oh god. Fuck. Ow. Okay. Oh god, what the fuck was... I don't know what... Did a deer run me over? Don't know what just... don't know what that last impact was about. Okay. Yeah. Well. Take what I get, take what there is, I guess. Straight off that cliff. Talk to me. Tell me where it's safe to go and... give me all your long gun ammo. Ow. Man, there's actually a lot of those routes. Nothing obvious as a route anymore. Looks quick to pick up on it. That's actually that's actually nice and smooth. How the dog is, at least when you're just running and changing direction, the dog is fairly quick to pick up where you think you're going. Okay, boss time. And an item. Oh, trade. Ah, just a small one outside the boss area. Obviously this one you can't, because this is a dungeon, so I can't actually do that. Okay, let's... God. We'll just stack on the vigor. And see if this guy is anything to write home about. Oh, no, I didn't do that right. Should have committed. Man. Yeah, this game's not playing too nice either. Yep.
Blade and spear, shield and stone. To arms! They come! They come! They come! The rot! They... Oh, a Paxel tech. A terrible wonder, even for one who has seen.
My claw looks like a squid.
Walk Yesha foreigner. Then surely the wheel of the world is set to turn again. Perhaps it will grind me at last. Pain now outweighs peace in the measure of my days. God murderer.
How did he know?
The traveler tried once. She came upon me at first light, when the dew had not yet fallen from the grass. A carpenter, and daughter of a carpenter who was a carpenter's son. The branches took her at once. I wonder if her saw is still clenched within her fair hand. How came I to this wretched state? Its eyes reached the question. Before its tongue left home or hearth, the tumbling ruin beneath its tender pads was once a fortification.
I don't even need to be here. He's having his own conversation.
To the greatest conurbation ever brought forth on Yesha's soil. Such faith we put in its solidity. Merchant and marshal, peasant and prince, their souls kneeled at the altar of within and without. But a wall is a false god, built to crumble. The only thing a wall ever truly divides is a fool from his wisdom. The rifts open swiftly. They split the bulwark stone as a hot needle kisses the onion skin of a boil. And the pus poured through on tangled wooden limbs. Yes, the final calamity. Their numbers endless.
This is very unpleasant to look at.
Like a river in flood. The end began. Teeming with life. The sun has never shone on a city greater, ruined, so that I might not even visit it in dreams, charnel by the root. Yes.
Okay.
The final cut. For 40 days, we fought them on these steps. The soldiers fell first, then the officers, then they called upon the priests. We knew the children would be next. And so, we flung our very bodies into the breach. Some were torn apart like green shoots in a glutton's teeth. Others were swallowed whole and vanished from the sphere. I stuck, anguished cork in a malign bottle. It seethes around me. It waits to disgorge its grotesqueries once more upon Yesha's scalded skin. Please, Paxotep, wanderer, it who would do right, put its edge to this cursed snarl. Vent its rage upon it. My would-be savior made one mistake. She sought to free me. Learn from her misstep and destroy the growth.
At this state, he's not. There's nothing to save, or not much.
I welcome the freedom found in oblivion. Strike the snarl. Destroy the knot.
Two of them. Okay. Ow. Oh, god damn it. Oh god, I've got the rots. Iron. No, okay. Yeah, the rot gets me, and that's just it. Okay, give this. Those, carry on back with this. Oh, come on. Okay. Okay, stop that. Oh, there's the big guy. Fighting a losing battle with this. Let me out over the... Okay, that's that. So what is fighting me? Oh, there it is. I understand now. Yeah, I've got that. Oh god, dog's down, dog's down. Okay. Well. Now, where is it? There it is. Gotcha, finally. Oh. And the mutator. God.
Hell.
Oh, and he's still alive. Damn.
I gave myself to death lifetimes ago. And when death refused me, I clung to despair. I dared not dream. I dared not. Axeltag, I have not tasted air unmixed with the foul humors of the tangle in an age's age, nor dared I dream that I ever might again, much less feel the soft touch of good soil beneath my hooves, or the kiss of the wind on my free fur. Faithless, faithless have I been, and yet Axeltag came, with war in its right hand, and temperance in its left. The Paxeltag came, and I am saved.
Tried to kill you.
Two-handed warrior. It has my allegiance, whatever may come. Paxeltag have a gift for death, this much is true, but they are not all destroyers. Perhaps if it fights with us, perhaps the root may yet be crushed under the wheel of time. Take this, though it be a relic of Wheelamer, stewards of death. Wield it in defense of life. No thanks is needed, for I owe it a debt unpayable. I think I shall linger here a while yet. Many are those who fell on these blood-soaked steps. No, some are now naught but bones. They each deserve the funerary rites of royalty. These I shall endeavor to complete with whatever time is left to me. If its road should ever wind this way again, grace me with a visit. There are yet tales of Yesha, I might tell it, if it cares to hear them shared.
I'm a listening to this now.
On the contrary, it has been ages since I felt so very much alive. Let us first be properly introduced.
Some beautiful voice acting in this game already.
Once I was called Lich, foremost of the Lemir.
Buddha once.
Of the dead. Oh, I gloried in that title. Would that I had known the irony. A funerary priest of the deathless, the Highborn. One who wraps the powerful in glory, and a Muslim who seals the secrets of the eternal Empress with sweet seed oil and with night sap. We guarded the flesh of the great and sought their resurrection. Among these trusted sacred pan, I was the utmost. I relished the favor of her permanence. More fool I. For many epochs, the Highborn did not fear the flow of time, for the fruit of the Thane tree kept it at bay. But there are other ways to die. Misadventure. The Eternal Empress dreamed of defeating this final terminus. If life could be taken, could it not be given back? The flesh was preserved against that question's answer. This was the province of the Lemir. But let us start at the beginning. Much would I have it know. And to know all, it must know what is first. Would it hear the history of the Pan? In the time before time, the Pan lived in the place that was. It is said that there came a great plague that ravaged the land so that the fields were seeded only with the bones of the dead
Yes,
and
that
yielded only the cries of the bereft. With his flock drowning in woe, the leader of the Pan held forth a great decree. 100 ships were built to hold 10,000 souls, with their god of many faces cutting the waves before them. The Pan that were ventured across the Vilkmarza, the dark sea.
we've heard bits of this story.
Long night, the Vaunts prayed and the Red Widows wept, for no one knew if the dark sea had a far shore. 100 days lit the 100 ships, and 100 nights drew their swaddling across them too. But on the 101st day, as the Red Widow in the foremost ship bowed her horns to the god of many faces, a bird lit between them, singing, "Glory to the Pan, for they have reached the King Mother." Yesha rose like the dawn before them, unseen, untamed, and free. The king who was, him known to the Pan as Kolket the War-Handed, later Kolket the Woebegone, and at last as Kolket the Wise. Quick of blade was he in his youth, a fearsome general who watered the tree of progress with the lifeblood of many enemies. But the exploits of youth brought Kolket no peace in age. They say he took the plague as fate's judgment against his warlike eye. Fate offered a choice: flee the land of his fathers, or end his line as the king of death. Kolket hesitated no more in pilgrimage than he had in war. He raised up ships as once he had raised regiments. He sailed from the place that was with a heart full of hope. He was never to see Aesha's shores. He passed in peace before the crossing's end, greeting death with grace.
Tried to do something good in the end.
The god of many faces had been with the Pan since the place that was. Longer. None speak of a time before its guardianship. It was a god as real as the soil beneath us. A god one could visit, a god one could touch. Its ways were not known, but all agreed it loved us and ever would. More would I have it here of this, for this tendril twines with its own. But patience two-handed one, each thing in time. In those days, there was no empress. There were no queens. Colket the Wise passed on the dark sea and left no heir. It was only agreed that the clergy should step in where Colket had stood. The Vaughns spoke for the many-faced one, and the Red Widows spoke for the sun, stone, sky, and stream. It had been ever thus. Now, they linked hands to cradle the destiny of the Pan. For 80 days, the Vaughns fell prostrate upon Yesha's unfamiliar shore. They prayed for a sign that our searching was over, and that this forest should be ours. On the 80th day, two forms emerged from the depths of the jungle. First came a doe with coat of red. Where it walked, the soil gave forth
Ravager and the doe.
flowers and sweet berries, and they took it as a sign of grace. But behind the doe came another, a wolf with fur as lightless as the obsidian waves the Pan had so lately crossed. Surely, this great beast was a portent of death.
In
Yet,
fact, it was a portent of Doggo.
desperate were these threadbare priests of old, and of these visions to their charges, these Vaughns spoke only one. And why not? The doe fills all who glimpse it with a spirit of hope and a sense of growth. It leaps among the shrub and bramble even now, even with Yesha sundered by the root. There are those who think it more than a spirit.
That's true.
A god in waiting. These call themselves the children of the Red Doe. The carpenter's daughter was one such. May her faith be rewarded. May her spirit roam the forest alongside the doe forever free. Those who glimpse the doe often glimpse the wolf, for the latter seems compelled to pursue the former. To hear those early Vaughns tell it would be to hear of many different wolves in pursuit, and only one doe. A simple deception, but a far-reaching one. Modern Pan know the truth. What must it be to spend an eternity chasing that which one might catch but may not kill? For the wolf and the doe have often met, antler and tooth, hoof and claw. The doe may spill the wolf's blood, and the wolf may taste the doe's flesh, but never the other's life to take. Yesha itself forbids it. They say the chase has driven the wolf quite mad. With the assurance of the Vaughns, the Pan took to Yesha and she to us. And for a time, there was stillness. Men were born who had never known the land that was, nor the endless sea at their backs. One such was called Genus. She was but 15 springs when she felt the calling of the Red Widows, and not 3 more when she felt the touch of sickness. As Genus approached the door of death, she sought her sisters, for there were no Laener yet, and it was the Red Widows who ushered the Pan into the soil. But Genus's malady was known to the Widow Mother, to her, to the Elder Pan. It seemed the plague had found them again, even on this distant shore. Genus was shunned, cast out into the jungle, and her name was forbidden from Pan lips. None among them could have foreseen what would come next. Plague-ridden and scorned, the Red Widow Genus had been cast into the jungle to be forgotten. But fate had other plans. After many days in the jungle, Genus emerged. The Pan were humbled, for all signs of plague had been lifted from the young Genus, replaced by a regal gait none could deny. Fascinated, all assembled to hear her tale. And quite a tale it was. Genus spoke of a vision that had come upon her as she lay in the moss, gasping out her last. In her vision, the plagues had returned. Pan, young and old, wailed and keened and spat their last blood on Yasha's pristine sand. But then, when all seemed lost, a great tree rose out of the jungle, strange and wonderful, and heavy with luminous fruit. This tree, the Thane, she named it, gave all who ate of it a life unending. The Pan embraced it, and their glory stretched on for 1,000 epochs. Genus rose to power on this. A spire built of words, by spreading her
Story.
message of doom and salvation. The Red Widows were easy converts, inclined to believe their sister, and eager to spread her vision to all the Pan. In time, they held more sway than even the Vaughn's. It was a great shift. It would not be the last. Among the Red Widows, Genus was quickly elevated to Widow Mother. The crops flourished, and the villages spread. The jungle receded from the shore. It is difficult to say. Genus has had charge of her own legend for an age of ages. Suffice to say, there is enough truth to her vision for me to know her personally, though I was born some 30 mothers hence, and yet, in knowing her, I find its question impossible to answer. But we get ahead of ourselves, two-handed one. Many seasons passed, and Genus grew stooped and lined as all Pan before her had. In her 77th winter, Genus had another vision. The Thane called to her, and she told her people it was time to seek it out. For the calamity was imminent. 500 Pan were assembled to undertake the expedition. Genus herself, a contingent of Red Widows, a party from each of the villages. Many imagined they would never see their queen again. Those that lived long enough came to know the taste of those words. When Genus, now as young and beautiful as the day she first beat death, emerged from the jungle once more, with 49 immortals at her back. She had been reborn a second time. As an Empress Eternal. No plague has touched the pan since. But Calamity wears faces nearly as numerous as our god of old.
It definitely is telling a particular story of, well, it's not hard to see that it seems like the death grip on power is the cause of a few problems.
For years, they searched the forest, battling hunger, storms, and beasts red of tooth and claw. 20 winters passed. Many succumbed to death, or to doubt, by the 21st spring. Only 5 Red Widows and 44 common Pans stood at Genus's side. It was they whom she led into the clearing. It was they who beheld the Thane. It was they who tasted the fruit and felt time's weight fall from their shoulders. Unless I am much mistaken, the Empress lives yet, for no funerary smoke has filled the sky above her ziggurat. If the pan vanish from Yesha's soil, I imagine she will be the last to depart. With death thus leashed, the eternal Genus and her immortals brought forth an empire heretofore unknown. Great ziggurats were hewn from the living rock, and at their feet grew great cities lit by arcane magics. Genus's prophecies all came about, save one. If only the pan of that epoch had wandered as it does two-handed one. What of the great calamity? But none worried, save a few vaults. The old ways were dying, and the Empress was not. No achievement seemed beyond the reach of the pan.
Yep.
It was then that the wolf came. Ah, but the story of Yesha is the story of who tastes the fruit of the Thane tree. 49 immortals begat many more. A deathless aristocracy. They traded favor with the Empress, traded years of life itself like fishmongers at market. They called it the Ravager, the very obsidian beast the Vaunts of old had glimpsed and hidden. It sprang from the jungle as sudden as a squall. It made no more than
We've heard that exact same term.
warrior. Fear fell like night across the empire. Death roamed Yesha. Ravenous death none could tame. There were those who would have seen the beast slain, but the Ravager was never much glimpsed that the Red Doe should not follow. And vice versa. The green things of the jungle sprang from the Red Doe's feet. But on what do green things grow, if not the flesh of departed life? Who knew what would become of the Doe if the Ravager were felled? Who knew what would become of the jungle? Who knew what would become of the Thane tree? It was the twice humbled Vaunts who kept the Empire from vanishing down the Ravager's throat. For the Vaunts had pondered the beast since it first appeared to them on Yesha's shores.
Pondered the
It was
orbs.
they who had learned to listen to Aether's
Orbs.
song. They who learned to appease the Ravager with tribute,
The
with
Warbs.
dance, and with music. Balance returned, and the wheel of time rolled on. The song of all living things. It permeates our forest. It whispers in the leaves, thrums in the soil, shines in the sun, babbles in the stream. The Vaunts devote themselves to the song's mystery. They play it to tap its power, as other Pan might use the energy of a crystal, or the heat of a flame. Those attuned in prayer hear it strongest, but all may catch its strain from time to time, even a Paxotech. Who is to say?
The background music.
For that was hardly the last calamity to befall the Pan at Yesha. With the Ravager appeased, the Empress dreamed of
I'm
rule
not leaving until
eternal.
this story is done, old man.
She should likely have had her wish. But for one thing, the Thane tree, that of the fruit of immortality, began to die. For many lifetimes her permanence hid this knowledge from all who served her, slave and immortal alike. And why not? She had amassed a great store of fruit, and surely something could be done to save the tree. Why crack the very bedrock of her society? But the tree's decline could not be arrested. Fruit was rationed. Noble lineages withered. We lay there, once prepared for the final death of death. Only those immortals who had fallen in battle or by misadventure. Now, we found ourselves winding wizened nobles in sap and muslin by the hundreds. Perhaps what came next was inevitable. Rebellion, insurrection,
I should go.
revolt. This was the fire that was to sweep through Yesha's jungle. For a life of lifetimes, the Eternal Empress had hidden the decline of the Thane tree, but like the Vaughn's of old, had underestimated the power of one young, plague-addled Red Widow. Genus herself failed to foresee the power of one called Navun. Navun was one of her Eternity's own guards. How she learned of the rot at the roots of the Thane tree, I cannot say. I know only that she had no taste for the Empress's deceptions. Navun fled the ziggurat and spread the news far and wide. Her words found home in the ears of the gull. Yesha's slave caste. No slaves could hope to challenge the power of an immortal aristocracy. But what about a nobility in disarray? One where the great and powerful would soon fight for scraps of fruit like bare-ribbed dogs. They rose, first singly, then in a tidal wave. The Empress found herself at war. Perhaps she might have won, if not for the Destroyer. Ever was Gina served by the Red Widows. She was still Widow Mother. Is still, if such a thing has any meaning now. Some among the widow's ranks forswore tenderness, and became instead her permanence's highest guard. Genus herself had been the lowest widow in her order, and she had turned Pan society inside out. How fitting, then, that the last and least of her own widow guard should become her greatest adversary. It bridled when I called it God Murderer. Surprised I am that it should know so little of the deep track its kind have trekked across our soil. Let us walk those prints now, that it should be enlightened.
I should be offended, but he's just being honestly surprised.
Blade of hoe to neck of noble, and noble with point of sword to belly of slave. Into that tempest walked one of its kind, Paxotech. I cannot say why, though perhaps it might someday tell me from whence. Whatever its motive. Hither came the Destroyer, even as the Pan turned their ravenous gaze toward the fruit of immortality. Our god of many faces remained satisfied with the scant worship of the vaunts and the commoners. It was an ever-present comfort, a guardian we scarcely thought of. The destroyer, Paxeltech, oh yes, its kind, drove its blade into the pure heart of our guardian. We knew not that it was the god of many faces who kept the root from this world. But in death, many faces' absence was soon felt. In her world already torn by war, where caste let blood of caste, there came reports of some new woe. Travelers spoke of twisted horrors on the road, but we who relished in the weight of this wall only scoffed. Who knew that the very air could rip, that the world itself could tear and spill like a wineskin under hoof?
I know I haven't been talking much, but I love this guy's voice. It's a perfect storyteller.
Priest and prince and pauper, side by side, our world's lifeblood drizzling through our fingers as we clutched at the hanging tatters of Yesha's slit throat. Most perished, and I became enmeshed. I thought our tale told, our race run, and yet, among the Pan, there is a saying. Why just ask the Rin? I gave the impression, perhaps, that Yesha was uninhabited at the arrival of the Pan, save for the doe, the wolf, the birds, and the beasts. This is not so. The Rin slink Yesha's canopy on leathery wings. Perhaps they once thought to defend their forest. But Lash and Lure put that to rest. Lash, in that no Rin could hope to withstand the onslaught of energy we Pan have learned to draw from Yesha's native crystal. The Flying Ones have no talent for crystal craft. Lure, in that under normal circumstances, Rin eggs reach maturity only with great difficulty. I know not who first discovered the potential for symbiosis between our species.
We've seen those.
Only that it is a whimsical god indeed who sends the most precious resource one kind could hope to acquire out the hind end of the other. As sure as there
Eats
is
shits and
iron
leaves.
in the soil of Yesha, there is irony. It was a pad-footed Paxeltech who slew our guardian and brought the root. Would it be so strange to see a Paxeltech drive them from our shores? Perhaps. Perhaps as with Genus and the Voon. The strangeness is the point. It has done me a service unpayable. No reward can suffice. But perhaps, if it cannot be rewarded, it can be equipped. Kolket brought war, then wisdom. Its forebears brought the root, but its wisdom stayed the flames, that I might live beyond the hated knot. Take this now, as a token of my gratitude.
God. We just beat a raid boss.
The Pan must put their faith in action and belief, not weapons and walls. I forever owe it thanks, as shall the many souls scattered on these steps. To them I must tend. Be well, two-handed warrior. Be strange fate's agent.
That was a lot. That was a lot. Yeah, they really did. Okay, now what's... It's all standard. Oh, we have a few more of these. Type summons. Yep. Get back to the wall. A little bit more figuring out.